Into the realm of the PL-89, into the realm of the higher time, into the realm of the Messiah time, Messiah time. And how does the second verse go? Right. It is simple to sing the tune, match the sun up with the moon. With the sun and before the moon. Please see Psalm 72. It's true. It really does say that in Psalm 72. It says, with the sun and before the moon. Many generations. Im shemesh v'fnei dodorim. The two calendars are one. Match the moon up with the sun. It's fun. Yaakov and Esav, Tikkun and Toho. And with that, our work it is done. Work it is done. Work it is done. It's fun. This is the PL-89 Gematriatic Quantum Thought Calendar for Sunday, March 1st. 2026, and it is Yom Rishon, first day of the week, the 12th day of Adar, 5786. The parsha of the week is Ki Tisa, some say Ki Sisa, Ki Tisa, and the Daf Yomi is Menachot 49. This is the Gematriatic Quantum Thought Calendar. It's a solar and lunar calendar. It's basically the Jewish calendar and the Gregorian calendar in one, and it's used for gematria, as the name is. It's a Gematriatic Thought Calendar, and I'm always coming up with new descriptive taglines or descriptive. Not a motto, but like lines that describe it. Like one of them was a theory of everything presented in calendar form. That's one way. And today, one of the lines I wrote in regards to Gematriona, that's the other work that I'm doing. But Gematriona and the PL-89 work together. That it is streamline. It is a streamline of synchronization and streamlining of calendar, clock, and thought time. And for thought, I put in parentheses consciousness, so it's like 3 C's. Calendar, clock, consciousness, thought time. It's a time within the thought world. How long does it take to think about something? Dream time is a bit hard to measure, but if it was measurable, I mean, at least for me anyway. But so this is the PL-89 Gematriatic Quantum Thought Calendar, and there's two numbers every day. There's the solar number and the lunar number. The solar number is based on what day on the Gregorian calendar this calendar will show. And then that box is printed a number, and then that's the solar number for the day. So, for example, today is March 1st. The first day of March of any month, any mutable month, and March is Pisces. Therefore, March is considered a mutable month. If you want to know what that is, you can look up online. Just look up, you can Google astrology, months, cardinal, fixed, and mutable. Cardinal, fixed, mutable months, and you can learn all about it. There's plenty of websites and astrology information online about that. So this calendar is based on those ideas, and it takes a sign, a particular sign that would be common or that would be associated with a month. Like, for example, March is Pisces, the end of February, but it goes through most of March. But also Adar is Pisces, so Adar would relate to March. Even if Adar might be in a part of February, as it often is. Most of the time, there is some of February, even a lot of February, but it's most closely associated with March. So you take a mutable month, like let's say Pisces, which is March, which is Adar. In that month, it will always be, necessarily has to always be in a box that's printed 23 on it. Now, this calendar is not a calendar that goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's not like a calendar you'll look like you have any other calendar that has 30 days a month, 30 days in a month, or 28 days in February. It's not like that at all. It's a calendar that has a certain sequence of numbers that's based on a biblical passage in the book of Leviticus, chapter 25, concerning the sabbatical year. And that sequence of numbers is a code that's derived from the verses, for one verse in particular. And the calendar was based on it, so the numbers are based on that. The code is the pattern, or you might call it the algorithm, is 8 plus 9 plus 8 plus 9. That's the whole code. 8 plus 9 plus 8 plus 9, and then there's a cutoff point at 40. Kind of like a combination lock. You can, and that's really how I first started trying it out. It was actually on a combination lock, which, interestingly enough, when I came into the place, this is in an office that we moved into on top of the synagogue, there was a combination lock that was actually dialed just to 8. And that's really interesting because we learned a lot about the future, and the Messianic times is associated with 8. In fact, that's the first number on the calendar, is 8. And I heard a few things recently that really confirms that. For example, the prophetic song of the Song of Moses, Song at the Sea, after the splitting of the sea. A prophetic song was sung, and the first words are Az Yashir Moshe, and the word Az has a numerical value of 8. Az means then Moses sang, but the word then, same as in English, same as in Hebrew, the word then, you can say Moses sang it back then, or you can use the word Az directed to the future. You could say, it is only then that he will sing it. It's the same exact word, but it can refer to the past or the future. And the commentators talk about, in fact, that it is referring to both the past and the future. And Moses will sing the song, it's a song of redemption in the future. Migdash Hashem Konenu Yodecha, the sanctuary of God will come down from heaven to God. That hasn't happened yet, or at least not that we can tell. And so I went off on a bit of a tangent there, but I usually just go straight to the numbers. But the 23 is the number for March 1st. So then it will be 23. And then for 12 Adar, the 12th day of any Adar, also a mutable month, will always be in a box that's printed 37 on it. So then the process is to add 23 and 37. Of course, you'll come up with 60. And so then this is the newest method in the process. So 60 can be spelled S-I-X-T-Y. So then the numerical value of 60 will be 97 if you apply the simple standard ordinal English gematria cipher. It's just A equals 1, 1 through 26, because there are 26 letters of the English alphabet, so every number is just numerical value is just the number of where it is, the ordinal number So, for example, L is the 12th letter, so then L is 12. In that case, the word 60, which is the number of today's PL-89 combination of solar and lunar, is 60 because it's 23 plus 37. And then 60 has a numerical value of 97. Okay. 97 has a numerical value of 152. Okay. 152 has a numerical value of 232. Okay. 232, 200 is 290. Okay, what's 290? 290 is 219. Okay, 219. It's interesting. 219 is equal to 218. And now I know that we're very close. If you followed me this far, I think you'll enjoy it. So keep hanging in there. This is going to come to an end. It's not going to go forever. 218 is equal to 205. 205 is equal to 174. 174. 174 is equal to 278. 278 is equal to 291, which is equal to 253, which is equal to 254, which is equal to 258, which is equal to 247, which is equal to now we're really close. Hang in there, you'll see. Which is equal to 281. I think we're at the event horizon right now. 281 is yes. We've reached the event horizon. If you made it with me if you've actually hung it out there, I don't know what the word is, but if you toughed it out up until this point, here's where the joy is. Okay, if you did that process, I don't know how many iterations I do. Is anyone counting? Was that 10, 15, 20 iterations, whatever it was? Once you hit 240, you hit the point where I call the event horizon. Now you're entering the black hole. And that's not a bad thing. It's just you've taken the number to its point where now it's going to cycle. Because watch this. 281 equals 240. Okay? Just keep count. Maybe about 5 iterations. 240 equals 216. Okay? 216 equals 228. Hold on. 228 equals 288. EI. 288 equals 255, which equals 240. And then you go through those about 5 iterations, and it will circle around 240 ad infinitum. I am fascinated by why does it stop at 240, and why is it 240 that is the infinite feedback loop? What are the ramifications? What are the implications? How can this be used as an effective information technology, this particular strain, this particular type of mathematics, which I don't even know what the name for it is. But it certainly is a form of mathematics. Well, it's a form of, I could say, it's a combination between alphanumeric cryptography and it's not really arithmetic. It's not really algebra. It's alphanumerics, but it's identifying patterns within the alphanumeric order of the alphabet, and it might go into, I don't know if it's probability or not probability, statistics or something. I'm sure it has some fancy name to it, but I'm concerned about the process, because the process is something that I'm trying to discover. And if you're a mathematician out there and you found what I've been doing interesting and want to discuss it and maybe help develop it further, see how it can have applications in everyday life, that would be nice. And until then, this is the process that I've been involved with now. And the PL-89 calendar is the tool that I'm using. And I've also been studying pi, the number of pi, extensively. Take a good portion of, let's say, 300 digits, or back in the fall last year, I was going up to 600 digits by memory, and attempting to find creative ways to use pi as data mining or data science technology, to find different patterns in pi and apply it to things in everyday life, or situations, scenarios, circumstances, or even more esoteric things like metaphysics, or things like spiritual questions of truth.